and welcome to the CosmoGIS channel. Today we're going to continue with the initial installation of ArcGIS 3.1 and also take a quick look at our organization. In the last video we saw how to set up a free trial and found out where we can download ArcGIS Pro. If you don't have a license or you need the installation file, be sure to take a look at that video. So let's get right into it. We have our ArcGIS application downloaded from the Esri website here in our downloads folder. We just need to double click the file and extract the necessary files to our preferred location. This will only take a moment. When it's finished, the setup program will launch by default. The installation is pretty straightforward here. We just need to accept the license agreement and then choose who we install the software for and then the installation folder. The installation will take a couple of minutes, so let's skip right past the boring part. Okay, we have a successful installation, so we can just finish and launch ArcGIS Pro. After initializing, we can log in with our user credentials. These are either the credentials you've received from your ArcGIS Online administrator, or if you followed the previous video, the credentials for the trial. Once signed in, we'll see a splash screen. Usually for a fresh install or periodically there will be patches available. Following the notification will bring us to the backstage view. The first time we launch ArcGIS Pro, or whenever we clear the cache in the software, a new geoprocessing cache will be created. This is essentially a means of optimizing performance for layers, maps and scenes. It's worth noting it exists as it can be useful in troubleshooting. I'm going to install the latest patch. It's not for a major release version, so it's usually worthwhile applying these patches when available. Sometimes there are administrator credentials required for the installation, depending on the features or fixes in the patch. More information on that is available in the release notes. After downloading the patch and updating ArcGIS Pro, the application will restart. Okay, that's ArcGIS Pro installed and updated. The very first thing I like to do is use the dark theme, which also requires a restart. For that we need to go to the settings view or the backstage view, then options, then in a general menu we can set the application theme to dark. And then we'll just restart. Great, that looks a lot better to me. In the top right corner we can see our current user. Clicking on it will bring me to the arcgis.com website. Once I sign in here, I'm brought to my organization page. This being the trial environment, we can see the single member with Pro Advanced licensing and credits. Checking the members, we have the Cosmo Test user we created. There's also links to the various content stored in this organization at the top. Looking at the licenses, the trial gives us a good few to play around with. Feel free to take a look at the details yourself. We'll dive into them another time. In the Manage ArcGIS Pro settings menu, there is a toggle to prevent users from taking ArcGIS Pro offline, maybe for security or workflow reasons. This means that when it is not turned on, you can work with ArcGIS Pro without internet connection. Great, that's ArcGIS Pro installed and licensed on our local machine. Having a local installation either on your own machine or a VM are usually the best deployment options. With the way Arc Pro works with ArcGIS Online, hosted by Esri, or ArcGIS Enterprise, the self-hosted approach, these machines should have a means of communicating either with the ArcGIS website or across your own network with the Enterprise server. There are of course a variety of different ways you could deploy, but that's something for another day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video useful. If you want to see any specific topics covered or have anything else you'd like to say, be sure to leave us a comment. All the best, Sláinte.